Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio, attempting to adjust her camera so you can see all of what I'm doing. And I'm standing on my tippy toes on top of a very tall ladder because I have attempted to move my camera up where you guys want it to be. So I'm going to play with another round canvas today, and I'm going to do what I think of as another seascape. This is the difference between Floetrol. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to shake that with my finger over the hole. Put some wet paint on the canvas using my big bottle and my OXO omelet turning spatula, available on the Amazon link. Best paint spreading tool around. I'm not going to try and cover my edges yet. Worst case scenario for me, I'll try and cover them later. If I get a drip and I see it, I'll rub it in. But other than that, the white paint that I'm spreading, or any color paint you spread on the beginning of your artwork, is just meant to help other paint flow and spread more easily. It's a little bit warm out here today. The weather's finally cooler, so it starts out a lot more pleasant and then it becomes sort of normal. But that means that the paint is still going to dry relatively quickly, so I need to move as fast as I can. We've got about 17 minutes before my timer goes off to warn me that the camera will shut off 3 minutes after that, just in case you ever wondered about that. That's going in the bucket. I've got another one of those right here, and I'm going to use it. I am going to give myself as many sunset colors as I can in the sky area, and I may go all the way down and add them to the area that I'm going to put the water also, because my theory is, if I do what I'm planning on doing, which is a ring pour, or let's say many ring pours. Come on, out. I cleaned all the rest of my tips out, and I found the one bottle that wasn't cleaned out. Go figure. So I don't think I can tip this and make a difference, but I'm going to take my edge catcher, but you guys are welcome to ask me questions if you ever need to. So that's not doing anything for me, and I'm going to be very quick about this. I need to make sure first that I have all the colors in here that I want, because they're all the colors that I'm going to get. Because the more I swipe, the more chance I get of making mud. So here goes nothing. I'm kind of inclined to add a little bit more white in there, and I think this is the correct white. I'm not sure, but I think that's going to help me. We'll see in a moment. All right, from the middle, from the edge, let's go this way, and that way, and this way, and that way, and hope that the green I get won't be a problem. Now the interesting thing about doing this is I'm going to have to be quick like a bunny and make up my ring pour cups, and I'm going to have to decide where they go, and I think I like that enough so that I'm going to knock this off at the bottom and probably anything else I want down there. Yep, just right down at the bottom is fine. That's my sky, whether I love it or not. Let's see. Do I love it or not? Maybe a little more of that. And, ooh, I forgot this. That is the neon multi-surface from Folk Art that I'm always enamored of. And it's probably voted most likely to make mud with the rest of those colors, but I think we've gotten lucky so far. Alright, so I could torch, but I don't want to gum up the surface. Torching releases the bubbles in the paint, but I really thoroughly believe that using a spatula takes away a lot of the bubbles. So let's hope that that's correct. Now, I guess I'm just going to take a chance and put that behind me and bring down my little ring pour cups. Thank you, Vanessa, very much. And I'm going to grab my white, make sure that thing that's in there goes away. And I'm going to try my best to pick colors that will be charming together. Charming is a word we used to use when we hung wallpaper for things that were sort of Anomalous. Like when you hang string cloths and you find knots, you're supposed to love them anyway because they're sort of natural and organic. Let's start over. Do that. I'd like this to not take very long, but that doesn't have any bearing on reality. That was the Mystique from Art Minds. That was a color, an iridescent, I think is what I'm calling it. Now, I don't want anything else dark there, but I do like this. Now, next I gotta keep my white going. I'm gonna have a little more white, and I'm gonna give myself some purples and some blues. I did reorganize my whole studio, so I am a lot more, hopefully, knock on wood, somebody please, organized, and I want this color here, that color there. And what I'm planning on doing is putting a whole lot of little ring pours in and spacing them far apart, and then tilting the canvas, knock on wood, and seeing if we can get the effect of something else. Now, I'd like to actually leave them alone, but because I want the water shape, I'm going to have to, I'm not moving as I speak. Anyway, tilting is the answer. We'll see what happens, and let's give it a little bit more of that, or let's give it some of that to begin with. And if I have to use all the same things, it's okay with me. I think one with a lot more blue is a good idea. And that is a lot more blue. The white usually goes away. I'm not sure if this is going to have a wave in it or not. We'll see how things are turning out, and if they turn out at all. I never know, you know. Do you know? I don't know. Maybe you don't know. Oops, I forgot my white. Oh well, no big shakes. Sometimes accidents make the most interesting art. That's really thick, but I'm never going to change that just because it continues to work well for me. And a couple more colors and we are done. I don't think I used any of that dark purple. Whoops, I did it again. Never mind, that'll make it different than the other two, which is good. And try and get my bottles out of the way. I went to the local church resale shop and picked up a very large plastic platter, which I'm keeping my bottles on, so if I put them on it, then I can just give them all a good shove. That's so light, I think I don't mind it. And that will be very helpful to me. Yeah, that's all. Those are all kind of different. Let me grab a couple of things and see if I can actually do what I said I was going to do and get these out of my way. I don't know that I need them out of my way. Oh boy, I kind of like the yellow sky better than I like the bottom, so whatever. We become flexible. Do I want it up and down? No. Alright, so you're going to see it upside down, and if I need to swipe something through there like I want to right now, I will. I'm going to go first the other way, and then that way. I still want white in there. Oh well, never mind. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to wipe off my spatula in case I decide to use it. I don't even think I'm going to use all of these colors, but you know what I really want to do? I want to go out of the wrong side. I'm going to be sorry to see some of that go. I wonder if this will work. Something will come of it, you know that. Now I use GAC 800 by Golden, which is a pouring medium, but I don't use it as a pouring medium so much as a, yeah, that's going to drip right over my edge. So I'm going to bring my edge catcher down and put it under there for right now. It's a pouring medium that I use as a preventer of cracking, because that is actually what its purpose is. But I don't use their recommendations, so don't think that I do. I only add 20% because it's like $70 a gallon, and I don't think I have that kind of money in my budget anytime. So, of course, if you guys want to buy some artwork, maybe I'll consider it. I've never tried this with background colors like now. I don't know how far to go. I don't want to stick my finger in that very moist paint again. I may just go ahead. I could take a pipette, excuse me. I get that wrong all the time. I do want all of these to be different. I don't expect them all to last. They are all kind of different so far. Oops. I should probably... Oh, that was cool. Maybe I can do that a few more times. Maybe drops are the way to go. Maybe not. We'll find out together. Almost done. Well, maybe not almost done, but almost somewhere. Who knows? It might not even look like water. I just had this idea in my head for a couple of days, and I had to know. There's really not as much blue in there as I was kind of thinking there would be. So I just poured some paint from the residual from one into the other. I think I'm just going to layer them next to each other because the GAC 800 means I don't have to tilt if I don't want to. But pretty sure, looking at what I'm seeing, I am going to be tilting. And if it really sucks, I'm going to swipe it. Sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings. I want some more blue in there, and I'm going to stick it in there now. Actually, I want a darker blue. So maybe a little will go a long way. Maybe it won't come out at all. It's not the easiest pour. I should probably wipe off my pouring end. I'm just filling and filling and filling with little dollops of paint. And you can see that, so I'm not sure why I'm telling you. I do want some paint around the edges, so I'm just going to dip my finger and give myself some half rounds to fill in. Why not? Hey, it's because I can. The name of my book, under Show More, under the video, there's an Amazon link. It's on there. Also, I'm a third of the way through getting the editing done that I'm supposed to do for Volume 2, so cross your fingers and hope for the best for Christmas if you're one of those people who've been waiting a while. I have Princeton Art Tulcala spatulas and a new little way to get at them, all from the church kitchen supply area, which I love visiting. I always find tools to organize my studio there, and new little pouring containers. I love these. If you can find one of these, it has a beveled front, so it's a scoop. I have two of them now. They're actually really good pouring tools. Do I want to fill it anymore? I don't know. Come on out. A little bit more. I kind of want to put some Prussian blue in there just for darkness because I've got that one purple spot. I'm going to try and find something right now, briefly, to cover those paints with and move them away. Yes. Alright, so here goes nothing. Wow. That's kind of cute, actually. I don't mind it. And so far, I'm kind of glad my... I think I'm just going to go sideways. Both directions. Or in this case, forward and backwards, because I don't have any choice. I think I also want to go up. And down, and just make things let things adjust themselves. I'm not minding the sunset colors between the the oceany area. I'm getting some really pretty patterns flowing over the edges of my canvas. I could also drag a basting brush through and make lines that would look very watery, but I think chances are good that I like what I've got right now. And I could just probably go through with a skewer. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of your view. I'm going to try and bring that back so it's a little more even, flowing my paint across so that the patterns are... I really like those sunset colors caught in the water. I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to take this paint that's on that edge catcher right now and dip my edges, the bottom of my canvas in there that's not covered, and just know that it's going to work itself out, and it kind of did. Yep. It's not a bad thing, and paint will flow to paint, so if I take a little, if I have a few spots that aren't covered, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to stick my finger in the little missing areas and move that away. Now I've got some paint on my tile. I want a bamboo skewer. Maybe a fat one, maybe not. We'll see. Well, I've got that paint and I like it. It's not too muddy yet. And what that means is I can remove it and maybe give myself a few waves. We'll see what happens. Yep, so far so good. Hey, I did that in under the time limit. Cool. That means I've got 2 minutes to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you. And I want to put enough of this at the horizon line so I can put my skewer in there and pull a few waves and get to torching. We're going to torch to release any bubbles that are in the paint, even after I swipe my sky. It's still a good idea to go ahead and make an attempt. Plus this is going to cover my edge. Luckily those colors are so bright I can probably just take what? I can take a spatula and move some of them up. I'm not going to worry about that being kind of random looking. I say that, and you know. That's not really that possible. I'm going to use that color right down here. Alright, so I want to show you guys what's going on. Hopefully that's going to be okay. It's a little kitschy, but it's also giving me the wave tops that I was so craving. It's not perfect. I think that's going to have to go up there. Well, it doesn't matter, because that's water. I could put a little dot of white across each one of them, but I think what I'm going to do instead is torch in a second. And I need to tell you guys, I need to remember to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, which is shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you. Christmas is coming, and I'd like to have some. Christmas, that is. And I'm just going to keep taking this paint and putting it right back there, because there's no reason to waste it, in my opinion. And then maybe I will come down a little further. I got 1 minute left to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you. And so Facebook is a place to look for a group for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, and a place to look for my work if you're potentially a collector. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors. There's Expressionist Art Studio Totes and More in case you're interested in going shopping. And you can find a Shop Now button on that page and my Expressionist Art Studio Gallery page. And they'll take you to Fine Art America and Pixels.com. Under the video is Teespring, where you can find the world's greatest leggings. I just got, and all over print t-shirts, which are pretty cool. And every time you shop, a little bit goes my way, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the contributions that have kept me painting in the past. There's a contest or a drawing that happens at the end of every month, or actually it's going to happen in the middle of the month. Yeah, that's cool. I like that just happened. And if you are a contributor to the studio of $10 or more, you become entered into the monthly drawing,